So Nicole, before getting a pet, what did you expect pet ownership to be like, and what surprised you the most when you actually had one?
Oh, good question. I think you see the novelty usually of the animal when you're like visiting somebody else or you see someone
Mm,
else with a pet. So I think cats, especially, there's always been this dual superstitious thing that in my family, I'm from the Caribbean, I'm from Dominica, and like there's loads of superstitions around cats in
Oh
terms
yeah,
yeah,
them
yeah.
sensing energies, them being quite
yeah,
sensitive in terms of like vibe and good people around you. And so that side, there was always like a quite a spiritual link to cats for us.
Hmm.
There's also the like novelty of like cats just being quite present in elders' homes. It wasn't really a
yeah.
young person pet, actually, when you
No,
think about it. Cats were then tended to be definitely a thing that the over 50s had. And I'm not saying 50s old, but like it was a relatively older person's thing. And you'd go and visit like a grandma or a older auntie or uncle. And it was more female too. Tended to have cats, which is ironic because my dad's the cat guy right now. Um, but like I think there was also this like learned sense of it being quite a wise companion in a way that like
Hmm.
dogs for us were kind of either guards or street animals sometimes because there's a lot of stray dogs in the Caribbean sometimes, or they were kind of the quite it was there was quite a racialized underpinning of dogs as well in terms of how you where you'd keep them, where for us like a dog wouldn't come in your room and come in your living room and in your house most of the time. So there was like a lot of those separations of like what the animal was, but mainly a cat was like the wise guide and overseer in the house, and like you
Mm.
can play with it, but you don't need to really trouble it. It kind of does its own thing. You feed it, you clean it, and then it's just a companion if you need it. And I feel like that's kind of how it stayed in relationship until you then have kittens, and that's kind of changed because you don't have to do all the like litter
Mm.
and feeding them and all of that side. But yeah, until I had a cat of my own, it was definitely the wise spiritual sensing thing that you kind of stayed at a distance with. When it was ready, it came to you. You didn't kind of go to it. And then you kind of built a relationship with that person. And when that person had kind of welcomed you, then the cat would come. That was kind of my early introduction to a cat for sure.
Mm. That's interesting. Um, I can relate, but more on the aspect of a dog. So, like you said, that whole novelty of when you go visit somebody and they've got their pet, and you're like, oh my god, it's so cute. That was me, but with dogs. So growing up, I always wanted to have a pet dog, but living in my house, my mum was like, not under my roof. Leave
yeah,
when you leave. So that's what happened. So when I moved out, got a dog, and I just had that novelty in my head, like it's gonna be so cute. And I don't know, like pet owners that I see out and about before having one, it looked so easy and simple. Like all you gotta do is walk the thing. Till I got one, I was like, oh, what did I sign up for? Like, this
yeah,
is a lot. And it's like, you're already in it now, so what can you do? And it is literally like having a baby 24/7. Like you're saying,
yes.
Anna, they don't grow out of it. So it's like
No,
24/7, you have a
no,
baby. And they're so clingy, they
absolutely.
follow you everywhere.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
lot.
They're there, they're so, and especially dogs, like dogs, they
Yeah.
need your attention. They seek that emotional connection.
Mm-hmm.
They need to feel the love. They need to feel the connection. They need to feel like you're looking after them. They need to be
Yeah.
the center of your world. Like, oh my goodness.
Literally.
ADHD Babes, the podcast, every 2 weeks on Wednesdays.